Jack it up. Jack it up.
Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome. Happy SafeMoon Sunday, Big Daddy Barbecue. How you doing, my friend? Thank you for joining today. Everyone, I hope you are having a wonderful SafeMoon weekend. Huge week this week. So much to talk about. I can hardly contain myself. I haven't had a docket this big to talk about in a long time. All good. Glad to hear it. That is always good news to hear that the SafeMoon army is doing well as well. Excuse me. Let me go ahead and just minimize this, adjust the audio, the music here. Don't want to be blasting out too many eardrums. Today's musical track is going to be, let's see, what do we have? Some Dansu, it looks like. Little Harris Heller. There's no copyright stuff. Always good for some background talking over stuff. So how has everyone been doing in the SafeMoon world this week? Lots of stuff going on. I like the big new news coming out now. We have a new partnership apparently over in the Bibipom world. Excuse me. We have Bibipom looking to be maybe where the SafeMoon exchange is coming from. A couple new teasers coming out that way that we're going to talk about. The future of trading. That should be interesting there. What is trading? How can we be trading crypto? How's that all going to work? They brought the Hound onto the team. He has apparently some interesting technologies that are going to be coming SafeMoon's way. He's been working on a little secret project for a while, if we've been watching his Twitter feed. Pop has been doing a lot of interesting stuff there. He's been talking about that on Discord as usual. Discord's been quite an interesting place the past couple of days. Hard to keep up with what's going on there without using the search feature, but we've been trying to keep an eye on it. Let's see, there's a bit of an update on some of the scheduling. You know, we've been trying to figure out what exactly is going to be coming down the way from the SafeMoon team, and it's hard to guess, but, you know, we've had some fun dates put out there. Thinking September is going to be a big month, and then, of course, you know, we have heard that December has a lot coming. Talk about Cryptonomics coming down here. Particularly, can we have one token pay us in another token? There are some examples of tokens out there that do that now. We'll talk about that. And how about when the SafeMoon blockchain comes out? What is it going to take to get your token up on the SafeMoon blockchain or the exchange? Are they going to let anybody just hop up on there like it is now with the BSC and PancakeSwap? Or are there going to be some rules and regulations? Then, of course, we have Papa Watch, Chart Check, Whale Watch, and some fun old memes and everything else along the lines for what makes this week in SafeMoon wonderful. Like I said, lots and lots of fun stuff in store here. So if you've been watching the SafeMoon Twitter, Reddit, or any type of pretty much anything this week, hold on one second. I need to. Is that better? Was the audio being weird there? It should sound better now. Looks like we may have had the music being played twice. Anyway. Like I was saying, if you've been watching anything to do with anything about SafeMoon this week, you've been seeing this wonderful Italian fella popping back up. He's actually not new to the scene. He's been sneaking around in there in wonderful ways, and so has the company that he has co-founded, Bibipom. Going back 4 months, all the way back to the origins of SafeMoon, Bibipom is an exchange. I put out a video, I think Thursday, I believe, if you want to go back and double check on that when we're done here. Hold on one sec. Let me just try that. Oh, yeah, look at that. There's the SafeMoon logo that we want. I'm not sure why I'm looking so particularly pale today. The lighting situation. Anyway, so Bibipom. What is Bibipom? We've been seeing it pop up everywhere. It looks like that is going to be the exchange that SafeMoon may be partnering with to make the SafeMoon exchange happen much more quickly than we have been previously anticipating. Now, when I put that video out on Thursday, it was after the founder of Bibipom had just put up a post on Reddit basically saying, you know, hey, get ready. We have something big coming on August 1st. Well, guess what? Here we are. It's August 1st. And he has let loose with some information on his official Twitter, which is where he had told us to be keeping an eye. So let's go ahead and pull up his Twitter feed here. Homo Cryptus. He has finally unveiled officially his history. So this is kind of cool the way he's going to do this. He's basically telling a novella story kind of a deal here. The history of SafeMoon and Bibipom. Now, a few people took offense to the way he put this out there, which, I don't know. People shouldn't have such knee-jerk reactions. He's going for a narrative kind of effect, which is, in my opinion, pretty cool, kind of fun. Let's hear him out, basically. This is only parts 1 through 4 of what is apparently going to be a quite long tale. Hopefully culminating in... And now we have a beautiful exchange that's launching soon. But I digress. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. First of all, I want to say that I will never do manipulative marketing. And some people have pointed out, this is manipulative marketing, sir. I don't know about that. I think it's not really marketing so much as it is just... Anyway, let's have some fun. Everything I say is backed by facts and actions. I like hyping, but I don't like overhyping. In full transparency, I don't like the way SafeMoon communicates, but I respect that. I'm not going to do the parenthetical we referring to, I presume, Bibipom. Anyway, I chose to work with SafeMoon because I liked the genuine enthusiasm of the team, even if they didn't have experience, and I believed in the power of tokenomics since March 19th. And then he shares a screenshot from Discord. Hi from Australia, go SafeMoon. What's up, Squid, my friend? Good to see you from down under. Thank you for joining. Awesome. How's everything going down there on the southern hemisphere? Here, Homo Cryptus has a screenshot of Discord with John. This is his initial contact. Hi, they told me to get in contact with you. I am the co-founder of an exchange called Bibipom, and we want to list SafeMoon, but he cuts it off there. So, Thank you. Doing great. Excellent. Glad to hear it. I don't think we've had someone stop in from Australia before, so that is actually quite wonderful. Thanks again for coming by today. What time do we have down in Australia? So you would probably be, that's a few hours back past California. So what, you got about midday there? I'm up on East Coast in the US, so a bit late, but that's why I chose this time to do this show, is trying to hit something that folks, a little bit of a more global audience could hopefully find acceptable. You're curious to know what time you have over there. 10:30? All right, not too bad. Something to kind of wake up to. Is that Monday? Right on. And tweet number 3, we can go back here because we don't need to actually click into each one. SafeMoon Tokenomics could be... Hold on one second, I need to clear my throat. Excellent. 10:30 a.m. on Monday. Wonderful. Well, thanks again for joining us here. It's a great way to hopefully be starting your week off. I hope you had a wonderful weekend there as well. Nice and restful. Really appreciate you choosing to be here to kick it off. SafeMoon Tokenomics could be the mainstream layer token protocol on top of which any crypto business could build its core products, similar to the concept of a blockchain. So I like that they kind of have this set out already there, and more twits later today and next week. The more people see it, the better. Now let's get back to building the future of ecology and e-commerce, and then he kind of promotes another project there at the bottom. Been watching you for a while, and thanks for your hard work on SafeMoon. Oh, well, thank you. I really do appreciate that. I'm glad you were able to finally hop in and participate in one of the streams here. That's awesome. Really cool. Thank you for your support then. Really appreciate that. So this is pretty cool here, what Homo Cryptus has been putting out here regarding the partnership with Bibipom. Let me see if there is anything else that he's put out later or since this one. He did a little bit of a technical analysis on, Bitcoin, but he had one going up for SafeMoon as well. But what this means to me, like we had talked about in that video earlier, cheers, mate. Sorry. Cheers indeed, and straight to the moon. Let's see if I can log in here. I don't actually have my account set up on that screen on this browser, so hold on one second. I'll log into Bibipom over here, and we can check it out. I'll give you guys just a quick look. I did get a Bibipom account registered, so we can do a quick live look, because I have a feeling that what we end up getting with Bibipom here is basically, hopefully, presumably going to be pretty close to what we end up seeing with the SafeMoon exchange once it's live. So, this is Bibipom, and if we go to the exchange view, now right now they have USDT, Bitcoin, ETH, Dash, LS, LKSC, not sure what that is. Doge, they had Doge listed before. I didn't spend too much time clicking on through, so it may be the case that I could get back to it. Let's see if we do a little search. No dog coins. But, we can go and see what the ETH pairs are. XRP, Link, BNB. Okay. So I'm not sure, I haven't looked too far, but it looks like we could probably acquire some BNB over Ethereum. Oh, so they have some things going on here, but if we go on back to the main page here, since not a bad looking exchange, and it has a pretty functional chart. If we go on to the chart view here, or it had, and they also have the over the counter purchasing if you would like to convert your various currencies into your other various currencies, or USDT this seems to be changing from day to day, which is fairly in the nature of exchanges. So, interesting. And as we've been hearing a lot of folks talking about lately, the whole owl situation is that could be the case where it's become known that owls are not nest builders, they're nest takers. And we saw that the SafeMoon wallet seems to be perhaps a rebranding or rebuilding of the Horde app. We had a video about that maybe a whole month ago now. It seems how crazy time flies. But this may, fit right on in with the MO, as it were. SafeMoon's. Why build it from scratch when there's already a wonderful proof of concept or solution out there that you could integrate and make your own? So let's keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on the Homo Cryptus Twitter feed, because I have a strong feeling we'll be getting more information coming out here soon. He literally said more twits coming today and this week. This is literally the start of the story. I hope he tells the rest of it soon. I'm really excited to see where this goes. And really, what's most interesting is going to be, when is this going to launch? Because we had been really thinking the exchange was going to be a little bit out still, but this could mean maybe is September 12th going to be the exchange? Are we going to get the wallet in August? That would be awesome. We have that 9/12 date, which has, the Apollo launch. So, a significant date. We've been seeing that pop up in a lot of places. But what could it be? We had been thinking it was the wallet, but now at this rate, with the wallet coming out with its beta next week, it would be absolutely awesome to be able to get. So here, look at the all the way back in March. So this is what we missed, or didn't maybe miss, but nobody actually cared about. SafeMoon themselves tweeted all the way back in March, announcing our partnership with Bibipom, one of the first to realize the potential in SafeMoon. Showed it by waiving the listing fees, 100% on board to keep tokenomics. So of course that didn't necessarily go that way, but it was the first sign of something having been in the works. And then in a video from an AMA, John completely dropped that they had a centralized, decentralized exchange in the works with Bibipom. So it's coming. This is going to be what it is. Can't wait to see when it's done. And if it's going to be done in September, my goodness, that would mean, in my opinion, that December likely would be the blockchain. Because what Papa, let's see, where is this screenshot from Papa here? What Papa had said here is that it's saying that you thought the exchange would be out soon after the wallet, only time will tell. Yeah, I agree. And you know how everyone's been saying that like the wallet and the blockchain were going to have to go hand in hand? I'm not actually thinking that that's going to be the case. Here's something from Papa in Discord earlier this week. And this is, I'm thinking what you're saying there, Big Daddy, is probably right on. We're going to see a stagger. And December, didn't John say December was going to be like a December surprise? Blockchain's not a surprise. We know that's coming. So I'm thinking maybe we see wallet open beta next week. Give us a month or a week or two with that. We can have wallet released end of August. Then September could be exchange. October, November for the blockchain. And then December surprise. We'll have to just wait and see what that's going to be. Because Papa's saying right here, like, why would they put everything out at the same time? They need to keep that hype train built and rolling. I do have one other, not going to pull this out just yet, but it's speaking of keeping the hype train rolling. Papa did hint towards something else that they have in the works in Discord just earlier today. Something with some other chains, but the hype train's not dying down anytime soon, but I do think those big three, the wallet, the exchange, and the blockchain, in that order, are probably going to be August, September, and then maybe November. I think the blockchain itself is the actual biggest chore, even though from what we had seen Papa tease, even that is basically going to be built on Ganache, if I recall, which he may, I have a lot basically done already, which would be awesome. Just be able to just spring that out and unleash it on us. But that's killer to see that, all the way back in March, basically the end of March there, they were hinting that this was in development. And at that time, everyone was just kind of thinking like, oh, good, another exchange for SafeMoon to get listed on. And, everyone's so hard on about all these exchanges. That's one of the main things that the fudders always try to bring out is like, didn't they say that we're supposed to be on 2 of the top 50 exchanges? Whatever happened to that? Never came to fruition there, huh? These guys, we're building our own exchange now. We're going to be the number 1 exchange. Who cares about getting listed on those other ones? But I don't know. They really need to get that roadmap updated and get that off there so that people can stop talking about it. So this was a pretty fun video that came out earlier. What do we have? A couple days back. SafeMoon monthly recap straight from the team. Not sure if everybody saw this one yet or not, but it's pretty neat. Nothing too out of this world on here, but it's kind of cool to see it all put together like this. SafeMoon monthly, because when you actually get to see it all right in front of you, it's really been a lot. We got a wallet announced for the Android beta, with the iPhone beta not too far behind it. SafeMoon bridge to the Ethereum blockchain. Have you guys got any P SafeMoon yet? I have a little bit. It's pretty cool. No longer a meme coin on CoinMarketCap. Awesome. We are an actual cryptocurrency. I wonder where they'd get all these designs from. Papa is the Binance Global Influencer of the Year. That's huge. I mean, that's actually huge. 20K away from 1 million followers. Make sure you guys keep promoting the SafeMoon Twitter. Get everybody on board there. And this I love seeing. We talked about that in the exchange video. The future of trading is here. No longer just the future of crypto or the future of holding and collecting reflections or anything like that. Actually talking about the future of trading now. And like in the past, trading had not been something that SafeMoon talked about because you can't trade SafeMoon because you lose 10% every time you do something with it. So really not designed to trade. But what is SafeMoon talking about? The future of trading is here. Interesting. That really struck me when I saw that. And then the Witcherioles tweet about revolutionizing day trading crypto from their last AMA that he did 2 weeks ago. Day trading crypto. Big time stuff coming for the exchange here. And we're going to talk about that in a few minutes as well. Day trading crypto, the exchange, and collecting reflections on other cryptos, how that would be funded, and everything like that. That was some interesting discussion that I saw going on Twitter. That's going to be really, really fun once the SafeMoon exchange comes out there. Everyone's going to be only on the SafeMoon exchange as far as I could tell. I feel like it's going to pay nicely if you're into holding on exchanges. The FUD Hound got brought on the team. I think we talked about that very, very briefly. If you guys didn't see, he is officially a SafeMoon team member now, and he didn't get brought on. They didn't bring him on for his video making skills. They actually seem to have, I want to say brought him on, but I feel like that's horrible grammar. They actually seem to have hired him for a project that he was developing. Here is a recent tweet from him today. Previous product I started building 8 months ago is planned to be utilized for SafeMoon and the SafeMoon Army only. SafeMoon Wallet, SafeMoon Blockchain. And if we go way, way, way back, I mentioned this in the video where we talked about when he got acquired. Really, he said that this was designed to turn up the burn, basically. He said, like, what if you made a product that was designed to increase the burn, but you were such a fan of SafeMoon that all you wanted was to get hired and make it, put it into SafeMoon. Really interesting that was actually something that he's been going for since day one, and now he's able to apply it. Any ideas what it is that he was actually working on? Do you guys have any information or thoughts or insights? Had you seen him post anything anywhere else? Can't find that initial tweet. Let's see. Burn. No, it's not there. But I It's in that video from just the other day where we talked about him initially getting brought on the team. But he did say, you know, from the get-go, he was working on some sort of a project as a programmer or engineer there. So interesting. Great to see that that's still his primary focus here. You know, a lot of the community members who got brought on were, you know, from kind of the PR side of the community, which Hound absolutely kills it on the PR side of the SafeMoon community, making sure everybody knows that the FUD is coming, that he's coming for you if you're out there spreading the FUD. But really cool. 8 months in development too. Before he was so that would have to mean before SafeMoon was on his radar, right? Curious. Have to be interested in seeing what this is. I always love innovation in the DeFi space. Very, very cool. Anything, not just the DeFi space, crypto in general. I've been playing in the crypto scene for a long time, so anytime something new and interesting comes along, it always piques my interest. Can't wait to see what Hound is whipping up here for us and for SafeMoon and the SafeMoon army in general. That's going to be super duper cool, especially since it's, you know, aiming to turn up the volume. Now, I don't bring Reddit into the mix too much here. I just thought this was a pretty cool post that is probably handy for a lot of folks. Important wallet addresses for those who like to keep an eye on what's going on the blockchain and things like that, or on different whale watching websites. Not every whale watching website has every address marked the same way or correctly or whatever. Probably good to just download this, put it away somewhere. Good to keep handy. These are all of the, well, I don't even know if this is a comprehensive list, but looking over it, it seems like it has what I would consider to be most of them. But this is all of the various addresses of wallets on the BSC chain. And over here is what they are, because they're not people, not whales. So if you see transactions with these addresses, you got the SafeMoon contract, which is like Big Daddy. You got PancakeSwap liquidity pair, PancakeSwap router, the PancakeSwap V2, Genesis, which is the underlying liquidity. It's the burn address. Then that's the burn address with the 1 at the end. Sorry. Genesis is the underlying liquidity pair over at PancakeSwap, the cake liquidity protocol, the deployer address. And then there's the Fair Launch wallet, if you want to go all the way back to the beginning. And then there's a few other things that I haven't heard of before, like the Whitebit wallet, Hotbit, Bitmart. Those are the different exchanges. I assume Whitebit's an exchange too. Pharaoh, he's one of the OGs. Some locks on DX Locker. And then over here we got some Ethernet. Good Lord. Wow. My IT background's running up on me. Ethereum network. Some of the big addresses over there. So good stuff. Really handy to keep this available. Keep this handy if you ever want to do some digging around on a blockchain explorer, or even just a whale watcher website, and you see an address that has, generally if you see something with an absurd amount of tokens and you wonder what the heck's going on, check it on here first. Might explain it for you. I'll put a link to this in the show notes down below there, or go on Reddit, search for important wallet addresses. Blue for Life 90 on Discord, Reddit, or Twitter. Blue for Life 90, part of the SafeMoon Scholars. Thanks, SafeMoon Scholars. You guys are always crushing it. Really nice to have those folks out there helping spread the knowledge and information throughout the old SafeMoon community, honestly, because it's one of the more, I don't want to say one of the more complex tokens, but because of how attractive and interesting it is, it brings a lot of maybe like first timers into the crypto scene, and having a group of people who are dedicated to helping educate people who are new to the crypto scene is actually incredible. Now, we did talk about this in one of the videos earlier this week, but I thought it'd be worth just mentioning one more time, because the FUD has been just absolutely out of control this week. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure you guys have all been seeing it on Twitter, Discord. Reddit has been wild with a lot of people are angry. I'm not sure. I did see also on Reddit a picture, not going to bring it up here, of a basically a troll farm, bunch of cell phones plugged in onto a wall. But look at this one from Ethereum 7 years ago. Basically going on and on about how Ethereum's a scam and it's all just the devs wanting to steal all your Bitcoin, 30,000 Bitcoin before there's any product that's been shown. Why would anyone trust to send them any money? They're just going to take your Bitcoin and run off, make them release a product. How are you just going to send them all this money on hopes and dreams and promises? So sounds a little familiar when you actually go ahead and give it a read. Sounds a lot like what we're hearing from the fudders today about SafeMoon with, a lot on the horizon, but nothing coming out. But, I feel like we have a lot right on the way. The wallet's a week away. I'm fairly certain that the founder of Bibipom isn't lying about what he's telling us there. And the SafeMoon exchange should be right around the corner. And everything else going on there. So give this a read. But the point is, we all know where Ethereum is today. So 7 years ago, it's 7 years is a good while, but hey, I'm okay with that. I'm expecting to still be alive and kicking in 7 years. Hopefully hanging out, chit-chatting with you guys, maybe with from a yacht somewhere. We'll all be hanging out on the same boat, maybe a moon yacht or something like that. Thought this was a little bit interesting. Gonna go slight swerve to mainstream before he swerved back in. Did you see that SafeMoon? SafeMoon? What the heck? SafeMoon Island. Joshua, absolutely, my brother. That'll be a blast. We'll be broadcasting some pirate radio straight from SafeMoon Island. How you doing, my friend? Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Glad you're here tonight. I was hoping I'd be seeing your name pop up in there since we're going to be getting your tweet shortly here. PayPal is set to launch crypto trading. Oh, my goodness. The mainstream heard about us, boys and girls. What is going on now? What are we going to do? And they may embrace DeFi. So global payment platform PayPal is looking toward the UK. Not sure. It doesn't really matter where they start because that means they're coming. Which is weird, though, because UK is usually pretty strict with their regs, aren't they? So trading crypto in the UK with Venmo and DeFi integration, but what with ETHCC Uniswap. There we go. So PayPal is going to start trading crypto and they want to partner with Uniswap. So I feel like if that goes through, that might be the beginning of the end for DeFi to continue with the D portion. It might just become Fi-Fi at that point. What do you guys think about this? I already use PayPal at the moment to acquire my SafeMoon because my banks will not in any way cooperate with MoonPay or Moon, whatever. I have no way to put cash into any of the things currently, so I have to use if you watch my how to buy SafeMoon video using PayPal, it's literally the very first video on this channel. That's actually the process I still use. They charge like $1 to put the money up in the old network there, and it's not that bad. But the point is, PayPal seems to be seeing the writing on the wall here about what's coming. They want to let British customers trade crypto on its new super app. What the heck kind of super app is PayPal going to have coming forward, and what is it going to mean? And is SafeMoon going to be on it? What? Do you think they're going to actually have some sort of a wallet that people are going to have where they can actually own their crypto? Or is it going to be some weird nonsense like Robinhood is doing here where you can trade? Have you ever looked at Robinhood and the way that you can buy crypto? Go on there and buy yourself some Doge? Nah, no way. Good luck trying to actually get that out. You have to call customer support and argue with them if you ever expect to get that crypto on to anything resembling some sort of a real wallet. Not sure if you even can. It's more like buying a stock over there. Not sure what PayPal, since PayPal is actual digital currency or something. I wouldn't be surprised if them, especially partnering with Uniswap, actually made a real type of exchange thing where you got to actually buy crypto, cut out the whole middleman. PayPal is already hooked up to your bank account. maybe 2 clicks, but probably 1 click crypto purchasing. Interesting. And if SafeMoon could get all up in on this, or if SafeMoon could integrate this into its forthcoming buy button, that would be incredible. Because I know I can't use Simplex. So a Simplex buy button is not interesting to me. Sorry. Doesn't help me. I need PayPal. So let's see what happens. This would be absolutely killer. Excuse me. But yeah. Very interesting when I saw this come through today. Excuse me, one moment, need to sip here. But that should be awesome. Very curious to see how that plays out. Any competition in the exchange space, definitely fun, definitely good to grow. Any competition in any space is always good for everyone. That's one thing that I've never had a problem with. Never really been a maximalist, maxi myself. I always welcome competition because that makes whatever product or brand I support or use generally have to step itself up. In my experience, I've never found that having competition in a space has been detrimental, unless the thing that I like was actually the subpar choice, in which case trying to fanboy for it was really just compensation. In that case, you gotta just give up and be like, yeah, well, this thing ain't the best, but I like it anyway. Which isn't the case for SafeMoon, because SafeMoon is the best. So moving on down the line here, talking about SafeMoon Exchange, Cryptonomics, right? We've been having some conversations about what is Cryptonomics, how's it going to work, what are some cool features about the SafeMoon Exchange that are really going to help make it stand out and encourage everyone to want to hold their crypto there. And one of them is the fact that, hold on, it's going to actually somehow or another, somehow, not or another. There's somehow. We know the how, don't worry. It's going to pay you to hold your crypto. So we know how SafeMoon reflects onto itself. Call it tokenomics. Every time there's a transaction on the blockchain with SafeMoon, someone buys, sells, or transfers SafeMoon from one account to another, everyone who holds SafeMoon gets a portion of it. And the way this is done is by taking a cut of that transaction and distributing it amongst the holders. We all know this. We know this. I send you 100 SafeMoon. You get 90. The other 10 are divided by however many holders are left. Everybody gets whatever. Proportional to how much they have of the total SafeMoon in the world. But how could this be done with other cryptos? Well, everybody knows when they use an exchange. Well, maybe you don't know, so let's talk about it. I don't like to assume knowledge because that's rude. Very sorry about that. The throat thing, I mean. So, what happens when you use an exchange to buy or sell crypto? Because there's not really a lot, or I guess exchange, literally exchange it from one type to another. If I have, say I have some Doge, but I'd like to transform it into some Litecoin. And say you also have some Doge over on the SafeMoon exchange there. And the proposition has been made that as a Doge holder, you will be able to collect tokenomics on every transaction of Dogecoin. Buy, sell, transfer, or exchange. So what happens now is on the SafeMoon exchange, exchanges will charge a fee, a transaction fee, for their services. This is the standard way that exchanges do work. Whether when you buy on an exchange, it's like $1 or $2 fee. So normally, the exchange itself will keep that fee because they say, hey, I'm an exchange. I'm providing you a service. You should pay for that service. What the SafeMoon exchange is proposing is that, as with everything SafeMoon, is that they redistribute that fee, that wealth, or at least probably a portion. I'm assuming they'll need to keep some for operational expenses, but they redistribute a portion of that fee back to the users. So if you're a Doge holder and someone wants to buy, transfer, or sell some Doge, they will say, okay, that's whatever, $2 fee. And then they will redistribute that fee to the rest of the other Doge holders on the exchange. And they will call that Cryptonomics. Pretty neat. Instead of instead of keeping it for themselves like most exchanges do. Hey, Wenderson Da Silva, my friend. Welcome. Good to see you again. And also, let's see, we have Nero and Bernardo. Good to see everyone in Meco, Portugal. Thank you all for joining by tonight, members of the SafeMoon Army. Glad to have everyone from Portugal stopping by this evening. Welcome. Nero, Bernardo, and Wenderson Silvas. What a crew. Glad to have all of you joining in for the SafeMoon weekly stream on this wonderful Sunday evening. Down in Meco. I'm going to have to check that out when I'm done here. Take a look at how Meco is doing. Portugal in general seems like a pretty awesome area. That's very cool. Thank you so much for coming on by tonight, my friends. Wonderful to have you here. Yeah, that is the basis for how, from a general perspective, how tokenomics becomes cryptonomics. So in tokenomics, it's SafeMoon basically just takes 10% away from the transaction, because with tokenomics, we send SafeMoon and we pay Binance Smart Chain BNB for the transaction. So it takes 10% of the SafeMoon. The smart contract itself is coded to remove 10% of the SafeMoon from the transaction and redistribute it to the holders. Now, on an exchange, it doesn't have to actually care about what the contract says, because the exchange is the all-knowing, all-controlling middleman. When you are operating on an exchange, like logged into an exchange, then that's what matters at that point. So, really cool. And then as we see from Sean here, this tweet, you've heard about reflections in the same token, and now that is already revolutionary, right? SafeMoon reflecting. I mean, this is crazy. In 4 months, let's pause for a moment and talk about what SafeMoon has done in 4 months. It went from you buy crypto and hold it, and everyone was loving that idea. 4 months ago, 5 months ago, whatever. People just loved crypto. And then SafeMoon, and I know some others, but whatever. SafeMoon's what matters. Was like, how about this? Reflections. And everyone was like, holy cow, reflections are the coolest thing ever. Right? And that basically revolutionized crypto right there. The concept of buying and holding, and then everything that happened around you would just put more of the same token into your wallet, and your base would grow. Of course, the value of that would fluctuate based on the value of the token, but the actual quantity of the token that you held would accumulate. Awesome. Really awesome concept. And then they were like, all right, well, now we're going to make an exchange, and then we're going to have it so you could have other tokens that don't even have reflections have reflections. Awesome, right? Okay. And now Sean's like, okay, whatever. That's cool, but that's old news now too. How about you take a token and give yourselves reflections in another token? Sure. What's next? Because I'm sure this is going to be old news in a week too. But let's talk about it while it's still something relevant and interesting, right? So you've heard about reflections in the same token, but what if you can get reflections in another token? Well, that's awesome. And there are There are some out there that do this right now currently. I'm pretty sure. Let me see if there's one that I can check on. I think Moon something. Let's see. Well, I'll take a look for that in a few moments while we keep talking here. But so this would basically work in a very similar kind of a fashion to the previous kind of concept of cryptonomics, except, hold on, let me pop up on the phone there. Let me scroll through the replies here just to see if someone had mentioned. Oh, it's a fun picture of Papa there. Let me see, because I'm fairly certain we had talked about one that this was currently going on with, but I can't remember what it was off the top of my head. That's okay. Nope. Not trading. Not that one. We were just looking at that one too, though. Moon Shield. That's what it was. I knew there was one along these lines. So, here's one that's doing something similar currently. It's called Moon Shield, where you can earn BNB by holding Moon Shield. So, similar kind of concept, although this kind of works differently because it is paying you in its transactional currency, whereas you have to spend BNB to get Moon Shield. But, it's showing that this concept is out there and being used currently. Here's its main thing. 4% of every buy-seller transfer is allocated to a BNB wallet, and then people who hold Moon Shield every, I think, hour or day or something like that, you can cash out your Moon Shield every week. So there you go. And I'm sure this will not be how SafeMoon does it, but this is what makes it interesting. Each contract can basically do whatever they want. But this isn't a Moon Shield promo. This is just that I wanted to show you guys that this is an interesting concept that's working functionally currently. So don't tell Sean that it can't be done, because it can be done because it's currently happening. So what he's saying here is, you've heard about reflections in the same token, but what if you can get reflections in another token? What do you think about this idea? So I think it is awesome. Now, what we have heard potentially on the SafeMoon side is maybe allowing you to choose what token you received your reflections back in. That's something that could be done on an exchange. Like, hey, I'm storing this token here. Like, I'm storing my SafeMoon here. I'd like to receive my reflections in Doge, or I'd like to receive my reflections in BNB. What do you guys think about that? What kind of, would you, or, I'd say just give me my SafeMoon. I want my, or how about this? I'm storing my Doge, SafeMoon, and BNB here. I want all of my reflections to be SafeMoon. Something like that maybe. Lots of potential there if they are going to be paying reflections on everything that you store there. And again, remember that, like we talked about initially, all of these reflections will be based on transactions. So if you have some sort of a strange token that nobody's running any volume on the SafeMoon exchange, then unfortunately that probably won't actually get any reflections. Still need the volume to get the reflections, since they will be charging, it will be based on a fee that they charge. But this is really cool. So basically what this would be, they would charge the fee, and they'd say, you're holding your Doge here, and here comes your reflection. Oh, what's this? You've selected that you want SafeMoon instead? And then all they would do is, since they now own the exchange, they would exchange the Doge to SafeMoon and then send you the SafeMoon as your reflection. Super duper cool. Super awesome. So much potential here. And since nobody on an exchange level is doing this right now, as far as I'm aware, this would be a complete game changer and trendsetter, as SafeMoon loves to do. Really going to be some crazy stuff coming down. Great idea. Is Cryptonomics going to change the game? Oh, it really is. It's really going to be interesting. I don't think the vision has been truly realized yet, what can come of this. It's going to be awesome. And then when we get like staking and farming involved, I don't think I can even. Can't wait. Got to start buying up all the SafeMoon I can now. And then we have to see where the volume is going to start coming into play. If it's going to be the back end transactional currency on the exchange, we're going to be using it on the blockchain. I think that's really when it's going to get huge, is once that blockchain gets unleashed. That's going to be so much fun. I really can't wait to start partying on the SafeMoon chain. Let's see, pop those down. Speaking of the SafeMoon blockchain, I did want to ask you guys, because I put out a tweet about this and we had some pretty cool talking about it. What do you think is going to go on the SafeMoon blockchain? Do you think SafeMoon will be more scrupulous about tokens launching on the SafeMoon blockchain? Or do you guys think it's going to be the wild, wild west like it is on the Binance Smart Chain currently and PancakeSwap with the decentralized exchange? Now that we know SafeMoon is going to have the little hybrid exchange thing going on, it may be the case that we'll know they'll have the capability to regulate the centralized portion pretty hard. But they did say that they're going to have the decentralized side as well, PancakeSwap style. So are they going to let it go? Just, whatever you want to do, get up on there and party? Or may they have something on the blockchain itself to kind of keep an eye on things? Papa was talking about some of the AI that he was using for his programming. I believe that was more on, helping his coding style, but maybe he'll have some sort of a little bit of a fact checker going into the blockchain to watch the contract before they are allowed to be deployed. I'm sure I know we're going to still have smart contracts. Like, that's going to be a core component of the SafeMoon blockchain. I keep saying blockchain. But I have a hard time thinking that the SafeMoon team is planning for the SafeMoon blockchain to be just a complete poop show like it is over on the Binance Smart Chain, how many launches would you say on BSC are not a scam right now? Think it'll be monitored for quality, but could be Wild West of new. So that's the thing. Yeah. I think the innovation will absolutely be top notch. But they need, I think, I don't know. I don't want to say what they need to do, because anytime they start to monitor, it's a severely double-edged sword. Always. You start to regulate one thing, it always starts to push the other way too. So, if you start to do something to tighten the scammers side, then it also hurts the innovators. It's really, really tough there. But then when you say you have to let innovation run free, well, then that also lets the bad actors run free. It's tough. It really is a tough way. I've always been in the mindset of just let it be, let nature take its course. Everyone get burned 2 or 3 times, and then they figure it out and they stop getting burned, hopefully. But that's kind of, I do feel bad about having that stance, and would like to believe that something could be done in some meaningful way technologically that could hopefully stop that. Maybe Papa has some actual wizardry that he's got on the SafeMoon chain. Like, I don't know what a totally ground up smart contract system could have built into it that could have like pre-audited contracts that could stop rugs and scams. but also not stifle innovation too much. Obviously, on the centralized end, that'll be great. You know, full-blown KYC of the teams that want to list or whatever. You know, whatever they want to do. But on the DEX side, I'm really excited to see what pops up over there. I think it's going to be a lot of amazing and interesting projects. Very excited to see. But I really hope it doesn't turn into just like a complete mess of baby, daddy, mama, and like dirty fill in the blank token, and 99.5% of them are scams and flops and just, you know, junk. But it may just be up to the community to sort all that out and see what we have going on over there. Right now, BSC is really pretty good for that. So if everyone continues to just kind of like let BSC be the place where that fosters, and then let the SafeMoon blockchain be a completely different kind of environment, then it just may naturally be the case that something else develops over there. Could be. Speaking of other things developing, tweeted out a little bit earlier about some thoughts for what we may want to be discussing here today, and our good friend DFS Joshua here suggested we talk about Surge token, the latest and greatest from SafeMoon Mark, and what its impact is about BNB and SafeMoon's relationship, presumably the liquidity there, and how that has some drawbacks and benefits, and how this will go down with smart contracts in the future. Especially, and I like this because now we're talking about moving into a new chain, new contracts. Everybody's going to have new contracts going forward on BSC and the SafeMoon chain. And then also talking about the whale dominance, which I like this a lot because I think it pretty much erases whale dominance. So if you don't know, real quick, Surge Token's a new token that Mark put out a day or two ago. And what makes it totally unique and interesting is it does not have a liquidity pool. So it is still, the value is still tied to the USD price of BNB or whatever, but the actual value of Surge itself is related to how much BNB basically is in this BNB pool. SafeMoon Spidey has another way of visualizing it, where each Surge has a cup of BNB associated with it, which is pretty cool. Go check out his Twitter feed, SafeMoon Spidey. He's got a couple spreadsheets that explain that as well. But either way, no liquidity pool is the main concept that makes it unique. Whenever you cash in or cash out, the token is created or destroyed, as opposed to having like a set amount minted at the start, like we've seen with a lot of the other ones more recently. And what I think, bumming the old laptop. And what I think makes that really particularly interesting here, apart from the way that it's coded to always go up in price, because not everything that uses the no LP format will be coded that way, though they may want to be. What I think is really interesting about it is that it is, rug proof because there's no liquidity pool to drain. One of the main ways that folks, there's an L in there somewhere, folks will rug a project, developers and things like that, whatever you want to call them, scammers. They're not developers, they're scammers. Is they will, SafeMoon Spidey on Twitter, great follow. Yeah, he really is. He's one of the best in the SafeMoon army. He has a lot of really interesting ideas and great ways to present them, and he's a really level-headed guy. I've seen him take on a lot of different individuals on Twitter in much better ways than I would have been able to. I usually step myself away from some of those conversations, but he's able to engage a lot of different folks in, like I said, ways that I wouldn't be able to. But yeah, a lot of the ways that projects get rugged early on is that, camera autofocus, what the heck, is that they'll get the liquidity pool all built up, and then the developers will take everything out of the liquidity pool, leaving everyone who is invested with piles of tokens that are worth actually literally nothing. So if you ever look over on, let's see, where is, you ever look on the old PooCoin or any of your favorite tracker sites, over on the left side is the liquidity pool. If you ever see this go like to zero, well, it never goes to zero because there's always a few poor folks left when a project gets rugged. You ever see that go below like $1,000 or $5,000 in a project where it had formerly been like 50K or 100K or $1 million? You been rugged. So the surge contract has no liquidity pool. Everything is purely based on the BSC contract. You buy in by sending your BNB to the contract's address. You can't even go to PancakeSwap to acquire the token. You have to actually send your token to the contract. The contract will mint the token, send it back to you. So one very good feature that I think will help projects going forward. No liquidity pool, therefore rug proof. Number 2, whale proof. Now this is more of a, this is also tied to the fact that it has no liquidity pool, because the way buying and selling works with an LP liquidity pool is when the whale or anyone, when you sell, you're actually selling your tokens back into the liquidity pool in exchange for, I'm sorry, I need to mute that, in exchange for BNB in the liquidity pool. So you're basically doing an exchange with what's in the liquidity pool. Now, since there is no liquidity pool in the Surge with the Surge token, just a smart contract, that has also been eliminated. And also, the way that the Surge contract is coded, it shaves 6% off of each transaction on the buy-in and sell out. So when you exchange your Surge back to BNB, you get 6% less BNB than the Surge value. So this one is particularly whale-proof. So as a whale would sell out, they wouldn't be able to dump the price because they would be leaving 6% of their BNB behind. Also very nice. So, all in all, well, not even all in all. So, 2 nice features there. And sorry, losing my tab here. And I think what really is an awesome feature here, like pretty much everything that Mark's been doing lately with these projects, is he's showing folks in the space, and this is why I actually love this space, new and different ways to do things. When SafeMoon came on the scene, they said, hey, here's tokenomics. And now everybody does tokenomics. And then the last one, that the Vault token, I'm not sure what they were trying to show other than make some, I don't know, buy this and get that. So not quite sure if that's going to pan out yet. Have to wait and see. But this, I think, has some more true innovation in it, because liquidity pools have been a staple of crypto for a good bit here, especially in the altcoin, if you want to say it, the domain of the altcoins. So demonstrating, and that's what I believe this really should be looked at, is a proof of concept or something along those lines. Yeah, proof of concept, that's the right term. So now that we have like a proof of concept for how one can launch a token without a liquidity pool, I feel like this is going to take off very quickly. I don't think it's going to work for every project because people still like to do their pre-sales and to have LPs, because you're still like having farms and LP farms and things like that. So there still is a place for traditional. We're already going to start calling it traditional LP crypto. But now that it's been shown that there is another way, it's going to get the wheels turning. And people are going to start coming up with new ideas. And I would not be surprised if many of the projects that we start seeing spin up on the SafeMoon blockchain, once that is available, are built around the surge model of surges of BNB. Very interesting. And like you said there, Joshua, having the whale dominance reduced, I think will be fairly significant once people start to pick up on that, since that is a big complaint I've been seeing come up a lot in the SafeMoon community this week after the two big dips we had. And if you read into the FUD surrounding those dips, what people have been saying is that, these whales are just selling their tokens to deplete the liquidity, and then they get people to buy in to replenish the liquidity, and then they just sell off again, and it's a never-ending cycle of the liquidity. Well, guess what? Now there's no more liquidity. So, what you got? The great explanation of surge concern. Yeah, thank you. I'm trying here. It's a really wonderful and fun concept. I love it, and would love to see what comes next here and what other folks are able to do with it. Honestly, like I said, this is. I feel like what are the words I'm looking for here? I like that he was able to put this out there and say, like, check this out. You've all been doing this liquidity thing and it's screwing everybody over. So stop. How about this? And then hopefully people can take that and do something with it. And it will hopefully be better for everybody. And I think that's one thing that kind of bums me out when I see everybody giving Mark a hard time about having done this. Is I really don't think there was anything malicious in his intents. I think that he's truly just like super duper passionate about crypto and the DeFi space in general, and he had a cool idea and wanted to do it, and he would have done it even if he wasn't a SafeMooner. And the fact that he is, people are giving, so I do agree that he's getting that Surge has gotten a lot more exposure than it would have if he wasn't SafeMoon Mark, but I don't think that should detract from the fact that it's super awesome and will benefit a lot of people. I don't think it's going to be integrated into SafeMoon or anything like that, though. I saw some people talking about, like, is Surge going to be part of SafeMoon 2.0 or anything like that? I don't think necessarily, no, I don't think so. I do think SafeMoon 2.0 is going to be a rewrite of the contract. I definitely think that's coming. I definitely think we're getting a new contract for the SafeMoon blockchain. And I think we're going to see some really interesting stuff coming that way. Tokenomics 2.0, what do you guys think we might see with Tokenomics 2.0? The ability to maybe turn it off? Has anyone heard about that rumor? Not pay the 10% fee, but also not collect tokenomics? That would be interesting. Would you take that option if it was a thing? It's a tough call. You could do stuff with your SafeMoon then, like invest it and stake it. Like I have some Thorium, which has 12 and 14% depending on the day. And they have farms and stuff like that, but paying 12% every time you want to put it in or take it out of a farm is painful. So thinking about staking SafeMoon with a 10% tax every time is brutal. So maybe being able to opt out with some bit, but like, how would you even do that? Like, this chunk of SafeMoon gets tokenomics and this chunk over here, like, what? Or would they have to make another one, like Bitcoin Cash and SafeMoon Cash? Or SafeMoon Cash doesn't get tokenomics, but SafeMoon does? That could be interesting. That could be something to think about. Kind of scares me to have to think about all these potential different things popping up. Speaking of things popping up again, Papa Watch coming. Papa talked about something today in Discord popping up. We might have some other connections maybe coming soon. Some wax maybe. But SafeMoon 2.0, Tokenomics 2.0. I really think that we're going to have some interesting new smart contract written for the SafeMoon blockchain. I want to see what the SafeMoon blockchain really comes to be, though, and when we get it, and what we're going to hear about it before it comes out. Because staking SafeMoon, I think, will really be the end game. And I think I know I've mentioned it a few times now already, but this Thorium, very similar. You collect reflections, and it's got a 12%. So if SafeMoon models itself toward that with some good farms, that's what I would like to see coming for SafeMoon's way. So we can collect our reflections and get some APR bonuses. And maybe collect some other tokens on the side too. Very good potentials there. Let's see what the heck. I know we always have a cool picture of Papa that I bring up at the end of Papa Watch. But I think for once, we need to see a cool picture of Jack. How about that? How about that? Jack the Wizard. Jack be quick. Jack hit me with that SafeMoon candlestick. That's awesome. That's a great picture there. With the owl on his shoulder and the elvish and the little, I was going to call them runes, but they're the hieroglyphs right behind him there. Jack's the man. Need to see more of him on, I really just can't wait for the SafeMoon streams to be back. It's been, like a month? Over a month now since we've had an actual SafeMoon Sunday stream. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But not long, hopefully. Next week. Gonna be the day after the wallet comes out. That's what I can't wait for. Getting that wallet hooked up. Oh my goodness. But that's not too long. We'll have so much to talk about next week, demoing the wallet. But we also have, what was this here? Oh yeah, do you remember when we got a little peek at some code and there was something hidden in it? I hope you do, because right now we're going to talk about some Papa Watch. Yep, it's time. We're doing Papa Watch. I couldn't find a better picture of this. I know we used to have a big picture. This was from when Papa previewed some of the blockchain code. I couldn't find the big picture. If anybody has this, tweet it to me, please, so I can put it in my collection of SafeMoon pictures for when I eventually get around to writing the book. But what we have here is a Solidity file, I believe, and in it, this is the JFK speech about we choose to go to the moon not because it's easy, but because we're badass, basically. But I think we've talked about this already, but do you know the date that JFK gave that speech? I'll spoil it. September 12th, 9/12. And we've seen that 12/9 date, 9/12 date, 120921. Seen that come up in many of these other images. So that since Papa has put that in his code even, really starting to drive home that we have something big coming on September the 12th, which is now a month and a half away. So again, are we going to be seeing the wallet? Are we going to be seeing the exchange? Hopefully it's the exchange. I was initially saying the wallet. I had that video a couple days ago where he said what's coming, the calendar on the front there. I predicted the wallet at the end of that, but now that was before the Bibipom announcement reveal, whatever you want to call it. Now that we've heard from Bibipom, I'm saying this is September 12th is going to be the exchange, because I think all these clues, all this stuff, too big for the wallet. Putting the date on the... And I don't think they would have had a date for the wallet all the way that far back. You know what I mean? It's a little too A little too in flux with Apple and all that weird stuff. I think Bibipom, they could have had a date ready to go back when they... Remember it was on the SafeMoon Survival Kit was the first time we saw that date. I don't think back then they could have had a date ready for the wallet. But the Bibipom exchange, I bet they could have had a date ready to go. I bet they could have. Changing it. Bibipom exchange, 9/12. Market. SafeMoon exchange, sorry. Bibipom, SafeMoon hybrid exchange. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. Papa also did a big liquidity move yesterday. Today? No, that was today or yesterday. I'm not sure. I forget. It's all just blurring together now. Discord was absolutely out of control. I was trying to follow it. Have you guys been on the SafeMoon Discord lately? It's just disastrous. Just absolutely disastrous. Not even worth trying to pay any attention to it. Unless you just search for Papa's name. But it's a problem because I wanted to hit him up. Not that he would reply to me, of all folks. But maybe he would. Papa's actually really awesome on Discord. He chit-chats a lot, it seems like. What I want to find out, maybe someone here can help, is the contract still sending liquidity to PancakeSwap version 1? So we know in the contract, dude, Discord is rabid. I know, it's absolutely wild, isn't it? It's nuts over there. So we know the contract, the SafeMoon contract, takes 10% out of each cut. 10% cut out of each transaction. And a portion of that is sent to the liquidity pool. But what I had heard recently when I tweeted about this, someone replied and said, hey, guy, the contract is sending that, the cut that it sends to the liquidity pool, it actually sends to the liquidity pool on PCS version 1. And that's why Papa has to keep moving it to V2. And I said, oh, huh. And my camera froze, so hold on. The camera doesn't like when I waggle my finger at it like that. That's not a joke. When you get really close to it, it gets confused. Hold on one second here. Let me straighten that out. In the meantime, speculate on that. Where does the contract send its liquidity? V1 or V2? And does it matter? I mean, I like that if it sends it to V1 and Papa has to keep moving it to V2, I mean, I get those reflections every time he moves it, which is fine by me. Hold on. I'm working on this here. We're getting there. We're getting my camera back. That's a really bad frame for that to have frozen on, actually. Makes me look just horrible. Let me see. Nope. There we go. But it does, I mean, it would kind of make sense that they wouldn't be able to change the contract as to where it sends it from V1 to V2. But at the same time, like the liquidity pool itself, maybe they could, like, could they move the liquidity pool? Like, if the liquidity pool is a wallet, maybe they, you know, I guess I have to double check my understanding as to what the difference between V1 and V2 are there. Very curious. It's a very curious thing. Oh dear. I'm sorry for that. Oh dear. All of these are just horrible. Hold on. Give me 1 second to just handle this camera situation here. Dang thing. This is what you get for trusting NVIDIA software for production. Heard it was coded into the contract. Yeah, that's what I had heard as well, and that would make sense. Another thing that we could probably hope to see resolved when we get... Now, see, what I had heard was last time he had moved all of the liquidity except for what was locked by the DX locker. But I guess that's where it would be. Except, you know, now it's continuing to put more there as people buy more SafeMoon. Let's see. I think we've gotten everything worked out here. Let me just make sure. All right, let's see. Maybe this one. Yeah, just go this way for now. With the old school way. All right, give me one more moment here to get this back in order, and we'll be back in order. This is gonna be fine, and boom. So there we go. Turn on the other camera. Whatever. Logitech, Nvidia, get out of here. Logitech's making it happen. Sorry about that. I apologize for the delay there. Yeah. Nvidia broadcast software. Failing me. But that's okay. Got the old green screen behind us here, and we're living the dream screen. So, yeah, like you say there, I believe that it is, I had also heard coded into the contract that all of the liquidity is going to V1 with every transaction from the contract. And, hey, whatever, we get double reflections then, I guess. I wonder if anyone's done the math on that. So if all of the liquidity has to then be moved, 10% of that means all the liquidity is getting a 10% chunked, right? That's odd. That's weird. Is there another liquidity pool over on V2? Like, I mean, we know there is. Interesting. Moving the liquidity from V1's pool to V2. Like when folks are buying, you'd think that the folks over at PancakeSwap could just do nothing, because that's how blockchains work. Isn't it great? Sorry, I had to think about that for a moment. My brain's still a little scrambled from recoordinating this camera situation. But hey, the glory of the blockchain means it is what it is. If it's coded to go to V1, then it's going to V1. And this camera's a lot sharper now that I switched it off the NVIDIA thing. You can actually see all of the fabric in this wizardry hat. Love it. Thanks, y'all, for sticking through that. We're going to keep on partying through Papa Watch here. We have a few more awesome things to cover here. Camera situations resolved. No more of that nonsense. So, what Papa was talking about earlier today, by the way, make sure you do check your reflections. He said there was a big move that got done. Discord was a train wreck. I tried to go through, catch his messages there. It was just a bunch of GIFs of things exploding. Pretty fun, though. Pretty fun. Would recommend not going to look for it. Just check your reflections. That's all that really matters. But the secret as to what was coming later, someone asked Papa, hey, for us that love hints and riddles, can we have some this lovely Sunday? And Papa's like, hell yeah. How about some bridges? Yo, bridges. What? Awesome. Excellent. So this is a good one for the fudders, because I had heard so much FUD since the first bridge came out to the ETH chain about what is this bridge doing? And then someone said, oh, EOS and Wax come. And he replied with gasps in Spanish GIF, which I absolutely love. Anytime this GIF gets used, hilarious. I actually have referenced this in real life less than a month ago. Great. Thanks, Papa. So let me zoom this in for you real quick here. For those of us that love hints and riddles, can we have some this lovely Sunday? Maybe, Papa. 2 bridges. And I don't know if he just likes to post it twice or if that means there's actually 2 coming. But the follow-up comment was, oh, EOS and Wax. And maybe he confirmed, or who knows. But the hint that Papa gave was at least something about bridges. presumably in the works. And that is awesome because a lot of the fudders, and I had a conversation on Reddit that actually turned out to not be a fudder, but just an actual concerned SafeMoon citizen. And when we were done speaking, he thanked me for being like rational and kind of like pointing him in a reasonable direction. He's like, what's the deal with these bridges? Like, we have a bridge to Ethereum. Who's doing anything over there? The gas fees are ridiculous. Why would anyone take their SafeMoon across that bridge and do anything over there when we have the BSC chain? Like, what's up? Do you really think the volume didn't go anywhere? The price has gone down. This bridge has been useless. So I said, guy, listen. The point is not that we have one bridge. That's not what we're doing here. We're trying to make this ecosystem where SafeMoon is completely cross-chain, right? So especially once the SafeMoon blockchain gets built, SafeMoon's pretty much going to be the only universal, would you say at that point, crypto, where you can take it, buy it wherever you are on whatever blockchain you are. You'll be able to buy your SafeMoon and then just do whatever you want with it. You can buy it on the SafeMoon blockchain, bridge it to EOS, bridge it to BSC, bridge it to maybe Doge chain, probably. I don't know, whatever. But the point's not like any single one of them is going to be a mountain mover or a needle mover or an earth shaker. The point is that eventually we're going to have this ridiculous ecosystem that no one's ever seen before. And you're going to, before you know it, you're going to be like, oh my God, what is SafeMoon done over here? What did they build when I wasn't really paying attention? So pay attention, people, right? If you're not paying attention, you're not going to, sorry, I'm losing myself in myself. If you're not paying attention, it's going to catch you off guard. So I know we're all paying attention, but it seems like these people who are out there saying that nothing's happening. What? Nothing is happening. How could you say that nothing is happening when we're building literal bridges, have a wallet coming out in a week, an exchange apparently done? Silly business. Silly business. But yeah, 2 more bridges on the way. Maybe EOS and Wax. Do you guys do anything on any other chains? Just curious. I have some Polygon Matic farms that I use. Pretty neat. Super cheap over there. You guys thought BSC was cheap? BSC is outrageously expensive anymore for me. Polygon Matic is like fractions of a penny per transaction. And this $1.50, $3 a transaction on BSC, I want to cut my toe off every time I see it. It's crazy. Like, it's actually crazy. What if I want to just like move $10 worth of something on BSC? It's going to cost me like $3 to get it out of here and put it over there. Like, I mean, you shouldn't be putzing around with only $10 worth of stuff, but hey, sometimes you end up with something here or there, and you got to consolidate or move it around, or Matic's a good time though. I recommend checking that out if you ever get bored. And I think that was one of our. Oh, that was Harmony. We need to get a Matic bridge up soon. So this was awesome. Unfortunately, sold already. But a little Papa NFT. Check that out. We always have our little Papa art moment here. Was having some hard time coming up with some last week, like I said. Waiting for if anybody has some Papa art to send my way. Tweet it. Discord it. Whatever you guys could do. But look at this thing with it's trippy. It's like coins almost making up his. Oh yeah, I like it. I liked it a lot, but it was sold. It was only $30 too. Congratulations to OXBE87 ending E778. Nice score. Very awesome. Very cool Papa NFT. And I saw this come whizzing by on Discord today in the craziness that was going on over there when I was taking a look. Papa's first blockchain. Yay, Papa. It's just craziness. People are crazy out there. As far as the whales, you guys have been watching the whales this week, I'm sure, because they are on the move. Biggie on the move from the whales this week. Let's pull up SafeMoon Mark's page. He has a pretty good tracker for it. Wherever you like to look, though. Down 100 billion. Down 23 billion. Down almost 100 billion. Down 20 billion. Yeah. That was only today. So all the whales are moving. Where you could really see their movement, though, is if we go to the let's see, I'll go to the chart from I should really have a different chart that I pull up other than the Dex Guru, but it's a good enough. It's so good enough. Coin Sniper is a good one. I use Pook coins usually, but let's pull up on the 7-day. Oh yeah, oi, gooey. Guys, remember this day? Oi, gooey. Oh fudge, those whales, man. What a day those days were, huh? But we brought it back, and then they kicked us right again. But it's okay. Not worried about it, honestly. Right now is a big buy day, in my opinion. I would be getting loaded up. We're about half down on our 24-hour volume. 24-hour volume is not really anything to concern yourself with, to be honest. I know volume's the big moneymaker, but looking at the day-over-day volume is not the way to really be looking at it. I really just wanted to talk about this because it's absolutely astounding to see those numbers. Let's put it on the minute view. I don't think we can go far enough back on the minute view to see it. But those are big drops. What'd you guys think when you saw those, other than, holy cow, reflections, right? Did you get monster reflections from those as well? Yeah, you can't go far enough back. It was crazy. Those big whale sales, absolutely wild. There it is. Fun stuff, though, for them, I'm sure. Honestly, I'm not too bothered. Good to have the whales reducing their dominance in the SafeMoon market. You think the top 5 whales will make it to under 5 trillion? I would like to hope so. I'd like to. I don't probably expect them to. I would wonder what they are like. You know what I mean? What those folks are like as people. I think a lot of them are. Well, there's only 5, so I shouldn't say a lot of them. I don't know. I hope we get to meet them. Under 5 trillion. That's so much SafeMoon. Like, I can't even fathom having 5 trillion SafeMoon. And if I did have, like, so much more than that, getting down to under it, you know? No, I don't think so. I'm sure, like, eventually, I'm sure some of them will sell out completely, you know what I mean? But I think it'll be years. I think it'll be a while. I appreciate the way they've been selling. I think they've been doing pretty right by us. But I don't think we will see them getting very low very soon. Probably one. I would bet by the end of the year, one of them will be knocked out completely. And I think one of them will probably end up losing the password to their trust wallet and just be stuck as, like, in the top 5 forever. Then the other 3 will probably meet 2 of them at some point. And then the third one, the last one, will probably just casually sell off for the rest of his time the way we would expect them to. That's my prediction for the top 5. Feel bad for the guy who loses his password. Do have a SafeMoon meme here. Something I like to start mixing in here because I do love all these. Well, this one's not even a meme, is it? No, just did you guys see this? This is beautiful. It's SafeMoon Tower. Did you imagine? Dude, someone's gonna lose this. It's only a matter of time. I haven't heard any SafeMoon passwords lost yet, but we've been seeing the Doges and the Bitcoins, but it's coming. The SafeMoon Tower. I don't know what tower this is. It looks like it's from a video game or something, but I see there's construction equipment in the background, so it must be real. Looks like it may be Dubai, Hong Kong, somewhere really awesome, where they're building awesome stuff. Obviously some sort of a Photoshop, but super duper nice. That's going to be SafeMoon HQ one day. And then this had me just cracking up. SafeMoon Dooley Dugan. That's reflections blasting into your wallet right there. That is Dubai. Awesome. Cool. Right on. Good to see you, Felix. Thank you for joining tonight. Glad to have you here. Happy SafeMoon Sunday. And on this wonderful Flanders here, I would like to just say thank you again to everybody for coming by tonight. It's been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful SafeMoon Sunday. As always, I love having you all here. Hope you all have an incredible week out there. Lots of fun stuff coming. By this time next week, all of us Android users should have our hands on a SafeMoon wallet. Been a holder since May. Oh, awesome. You're old school OG. Excellent. Very cool. Well, excellent to have you. Thank you for joining. Part of the original SafeMoon family. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Very cool. Thank you, my friend. Well, I hope you're here next week as well. We'll be doing hopefully a hands-on with the SafeMoon wallet if I can make it one of the first 10,000 to get on board there. I have my Android phone here. I'll be ready to hop on board. Plan is for next week to do a demo of that, and of course, whatever the other SafeMoon news is, we're going to have the AMA, the official SafeMoon AMA, next Sunday afternoon. So we'll be covering this. We'll be covering that with this afterwards. And, whatever else comes up during the week. Oh, I should take off the hat since we're not doing Papa Watch anymore. I just love that hat. It's so comfortable. I wish I had more of a reason to wear it in my day-to-day life. Heck yeah, though. But I absolutely hope you all have an absolutely incredible, wonderful, happy, and fun SafeMoon week out there. Hop in Discord. I have a Discord link down below. If you guys get in now, you'll get a founder role. And that's not going to last forever until there's until I'm happy with how many people are in there. Not too many, though. Crypto Chasers, Moon Masters, all my SafeMoon friends, family. Love you all, SafeMoon Army. Have an incredible week out there. Don't forget to take your daily crypto bath. I think I need mine soon. Be seeing y'all again very soon. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Peace out. Have a wonderful time.